Now we're going to create the forms. Now the forms are important because, for example, when someone wants to submit, let's say a real estate property, they need to be able to get the forms that correspond with, the real estate listings. They don't want to go to real estate and then have to see all the stuff about the auto. That's going to be a little bit confusing. So we created the 6 different forms here from real estate, mobile phones, travel, jobs, and antiques. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the same thing, create the same stuff here, but just use the titles. So you want to click on new and then put in the title. And where it says form fill, you can just leave this, for now. And then you go to layout. You can use this title as a template. Just click on yes, and then you can choose the different placeholders that you can use here. And then if you want to use the subtitle, if you want to, so there's a lot of flexibility here that you have. It's so much flexibility that you have to use this. And when you scroll down here to the bottom, you see the list and row layout. You can choose what you want to be visible and what you don't want to be visible on the front end. So if you want to show images, image number, you can check yes or no. So whatever you don't want to be visible on the front end, you just come in, you make your selection. But I'm just going to leave these as the default for now. All right, let's come back here where it says the title template. We're going to put in these values here, and then we want to go to use description template. We want to set that to yes. And then for let's click on this little source code editor, and we're just going to paste this information there. I know this looked like a whole bunch of, don't get scared about the code. It's just, we're just copying and pasting. So once you do that, let's see what else. Everything else. Okay. Everything is just okay. The message, contact, that looks fine. So what we want to do now is we want to click on save and new, and we're going to add the other forms here as well. So just click save and new. So for the phone form, these are the values here. All we need is the manufacturer and the model, and then the processor. And for the description template, this is the information that we're going to need. And then let's save and new. The last form field that I'm adding here, or the last form I'm adding here, is the jobs. And I just want you to remember that each of these have a different title template. So the information that goes for the title template, it's not always going to be the exact same because they're for this specific industry. So make sure that you keep that in mind. And for the description here, for the job, I just want the job title, description, number of openings, and this is what it looks like. So one of the great things about this is it allows you to customize, things how you want it to be or what you want to show. And if you want to change any one of these, of course, is very simple. And these are just the placeholders that you have here. And what a placeholder does is whatever, if you want, let's say if you want the username to show in a section, what you would do is you just copy that placeholder and put it wherever you want it to be. For example, it says job title, the placeholder there, whatever the person's job title is, it's not going to say job dash title. It's going to have their actual job title. For this saves you so much work in terms of, having to manually add each person's, job title. If you have a website that have, let's say 100,000 people, that have job titles, that's a lot of work to go in and manually put that in. So what this does is it just, helps you automate that process. And the same thing for job description, for the salary, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty much what these placeholders are. And placeholders are really, really great. They save you so much time, and work, and you don't have to put everything, there one by one. So we've added the last category, the last section, which is the jobs. So you just want to click save and close. So right now you should have, 6 forms here. So just make sure that you have these forms. And again, you can change these titles to whatever you want them to be. After you finish this course and you understand, how to do this, you can customize it and put your name, whatever name you want it to be. It doesn't have to be for vehicles or real estate or phone or, or antiques or jobs. It can be for something else. It can be for school, whatever you want it to be. But I want you to get comfortable first to understand how to do this. And then from there, you can put in the values that you want to associate with your site.